6 ingredients. Gonna be good. Hey there, I'm Tammy at All About Living, and today we're gonna make something called 15-minute bread. But that's not really true, because it's gonna take more than 15 minutes to make this bread, because you have to roll it out and then fry it. But it is so good. It's good with soup. It's good to make little fold-over sandwiches. Minimal ingredients, and it's really not hard to do. So let's get started. Okay, you're going to need some all-purpose or bread flour. You're going to need some olive oil, some yogurt, either regular or Greek, plain, some baking powder, some sugar, and some salt and water. You need 4.5 cups of flour. And we're going to start with 4, and then if I need that other half, I'll use it. Okay, and now our baking powder. I'm going to need a tablespoon and a half. I don't call that a half. Need a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. There we go. And we're just going to give that a good gentle stir and get that all combined. Don't have to go all crazy, just get it combined. There we go, all nice and done. Okay, now I'm gonna move that bowl aside, and I'm gonna set this bowl here, and we're gonna get our wet ingredients. And I'm just gonna try to scoop that in there. Yep, that works. That's a cup. I can always add a little flour. Okay, and 1 cup of water. And 3 tablespoons of olive oil, which I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. And we're going to give that a stir. There we go. All nice and blended. Now we're going to get that into our dry ingredients. All right, now I'm going to make a little well in here. And then I'm going to drop that in. And then we're just going to start mixing. And I just kind of go round and around the bowl with my little spurtle. This is a little narrow spurtle. And we just keep going round and around. See what I mean? I'm just going around and around the bowl and picking up that flour and incorporating it into the wet. Okay, now I'm going to try and incorporate. Whoops! Yep, typical Tammy. There it went. I'm going to get as much of that dry in as I can. And then we're going in with the hands. If you're skittish, I guess you can wear gloves, but I really have always just used my hands. And what we're looking for is a nice tacky dough that doesn't stick to the side and all sticks together. And you don't really want to overwork the dough either. Okay, I'm going to add a little more olive oil, not much. Alright, we got a nice tacky dough that didn't stick to the bowl and doesn't stick to my hand, but it's still, you know, kind of wet. Alright, now we're going to bring that over to our pastry mat and work it just a minute. Okay, so we're going to get just a little bit of flour out on our mat, and then we're just going to give it a few little kneads. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to separate it into 8 even pieces. Okay, we need 4 fairly equal pieces off each side. I've never been good at that part. They're always one bigger than the other. All right. Now we're going to set these aside, and we're going to kind of go like that. And then we're going to put those. Okay, and now we're going to make 8 fairly as even as I can get them balls. Okay, I'm going to end up with 9 balls because I can't make them even. But that's okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them here, and I'm going to cover them up with just a little bit of saran wrap, and I'm going to let them rest for 10 minutes. If I can get that to work. There you go. And they're just going to sit there for 10 minutes. Okay, y'all know when I do bread or anything fried, I like to use my fish cooker because I get more done at a time. Okay, now y'all know I use lard. I prefer lard. If you want to use, you know, regular vegetable oil or corn oil or canola oil or whatever else is out there. But if you want really good brown food, use lard. Alright, my 10 minutes I said was up. Now we're going to take these and we're going to get a little more flour out here, and we're going to lay that down, put a little flour on top. I'm going to dust my rolling pin, and then we are going to work this to a 6-inch round. Okay, and we're going for a 6-inch. Now, my pastry mat has the markings on it for 6 inches, so I'm almost there. I'm at 5. I need to get to 6. Okay, and there's my 6 inches. And I'm just going to set that one aside. Go to my next one, do the same thing. Put a little on top, little on bottom. Roll it around. Roll it to 6 inches. There we go. And they don't have to be exactly round, you know, unless you're doing them for a party or something and you want to show off your pastry skills. So there's just Randy and I here tonight, and so these look pretty doggone good to me. Okay, so I'm going to bring them right over and drop them right in. Oh yeah, they're okay. There we go. I'm going to turn that back eye up just a hair. You can see how it's nice and bubbling up. When it starts to get brown on the outside where we can see it, then we'll flip it. Okay, see all those nice little bubbles right there? That's airiness up in that bread. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is really good bread. But I do not know why they call it 15-minute bread. But we are going to flip now. Look at that. We're going to push that down just a little bit so that it goes under the oil. But you want that fluffiness. Crunchy, fluffy. One more to go. Soft, you can hear the air whooshing out inside this bread. And then we're gonna open it. We're just gonna pull it. And you can easily take a knife and slice it, make sandwiches. It makes really, really good chicken sandwiches. But what Randy really likes to do is just shove butter in there. All I have to do is lift it up, find those pockets, and lather butter. And he's in heaven, just like that. Just like that. Just slather it with butter. Awesome stuff.
Start shoveling.
I'm not kidding, we love this bread. I hope you guys try this and that you enjoy it as much as Randy does. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.